Arlo has come out with a new video doorbell, only this one is battery powered, so you don't actually have to have doorbell wires to install it. So in this video today, we're going to be taking a look at the features and the video quality of this camera, so stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Steve from the YouTube channel Steve Does, and I want to thank you for joining me here at reviews.org. Well, Arlo has come out with a new video doorbell. We've got the Arlo Essential Video Doorbell Wire-Free. Now, this is going to be pretty similar to their current video doorbell out there, only this one you don't have to wire up. This is going to be a lot more similar to the Ring video doorbell that is out there, something that you can put absolutely anywhere, but you also can wire it in if you want to do that. Taking a look at the features on the box, we've got HD video, motion detection alert, video calling. So if somebody pushes the button on this doorbell, instead of getting an app notification, you're going to be getting a video phone call for you to answer. We also got the standard night vision, 180-degree viewing angle, rechargeable battery, and it connects directly to Wi-Fi, so you don't need the Arlo base station to use this doorbell. If you take a look at the back of the box, you can see the aspect ratio that this doorbell offers. So it's going to give you a lot more of the top and the bottom of the shot in here. So you can see it's got a 1:1 aspect ratio as opposed to a traditional video doorbell that's going to give you a 16:9. So it's cutting off the top and the bottom. In addition to that, we've also got quick reply messages, a built-in smart siren, and it is weather resistant. Another thing to mention on the back of the box here is that if you do want to wire this up, you do have to have voltage that is between 8 volt and 24 volt for it to actually power this doorbell. So taking a look inside of the box, we have got, holy cow, we've got the doorbell. This is huge. I'm really surprised. Can you guys see that? Look how big this doorbell is. I'm assuming you're going to be putting a battery into the back here. Yeah, it's all empty. I'm used to other video doorbells that actually have batteries built into them, other than Ring. So Ring has a battery put into it, but this thing is absolutely massive. Let's take a look at what the battery looks like. So we've got some paperwork here, and here is the battery. Let's open this up. So here we have the battery right here. At the bottom, we've got a weatherproofing seal that's going to allow you to open it up, and there's going to be the micro USB charging port down there on the bottom. We've got some indicators back here. Let's see if I can read it. This is a 6,500 milliamp battery, and this is going to fit into the back of here. We've also got a pin in here. This is going to allow us to open up the back, so it's going to push on the top. With most doorbells, you push it on the bottom. This one's going to be pushed on the top, and we open it up and take a look, and that is what the connection looks like inside. You can then drop in the battery, push it. I'm not going to push it in right now because we don't have to set it up yet, and they're going to put that back in. Now, one thing to mention, if you do decide to wire this up, there are wire connectors in the back plate, and you do have to have the battery in at all times to keep it weather sealed. Now, one benefit to having a battery that you can remove is that you can buy additional batteries, so that way there is no downtime. But one additional battery for Arlo is going to be $50. So if you want to spend an extra $50 and have no downtime on this guy right here, you can do that. Otherwise, you are going to have to take the battery out roughly every 3 to 6 months to charge it up. Now, if you do decide that you want to hardwire this guy up, it will keep the battery topped off, so you don't have to worry about the battery. But if you are planning on keeping this thing charged up, I would probably just bypass this wire-free one altogether and just get their normal wired one, so you don't even have to worry about a battery at all, and it is a little bit cheaper. All right, also in the box, we have got our angle bracket, so if you need to angle your doorbell slightly, that comes in the box. We have also got our power cable, so micro USB to regular USB to charge that guy up. We've also got some wire extenders, so if you need some wire extenders or nuts for your current wiring, you've got that. And then we've also got some screws here for mounting this thing up. Okay, so now that we have talked about some of the features and seen what comes in the box, I'm gonna get this thing installed, set up in the app, and then we're gonna take a look at some of the demos of what this camera is capable of. All right, setting the doorbell up in the app is really easy to do. I've got my app loaded up right here. I scrolled all the way to the bottom. I click on New Device. We're going to select Doorbells, and this one is going to be the Essential Video Doorbell Wire-Free. And then it's going to take me on step-by-step instructions of everything that I need to do. There's also some videos in here if you want to watch some videos, but it's going to take you through everything. So setting it up, really easy to do. Okay, so there are actually a couple things I wanted to mention during the setup process. When I was going through the setup process, it was asking me if I wanted to set this up as a battery-powered doorbell or if I actually want to wire it. Now I'm selecting battery power because that is what this one essentially is for. If you guys want to know more about the wired one, I did a whole video on that one. We can link it above for you guys to check out. But I also want to mention that it did bring up on the screen that it also has the Arlo Smart. So you get a 3-month trial of Arlo Smart when you set this up. Now Arlo Smart is their subscription service. Now with that subscription service, you're going to get 30 days of cloud recording. You're going to get the HD max resolution video recording for this. So it's not going to be 2K, it's not going to be 4K. Because this is a weird aspect ratio, it just says 15 by 36 squared. We've also got custom activity zones that you can set up. So typically you can't do that if you don't have the subscription. We've got advanced object detection. So this is going to be if it detects a vehicle, a person, a package, anything like that. We've also got rich notifications and then E911 for US only. So those are the features that you get if you have the subscription. If you do not have the subscription, you decide later down the road that you don't want the subscription, you are going to lose out on all of these features right here. And with that, you're not going to have any video recording. You can check your doorbell live or answer any calls that come in when somebody pushes the bell. But if you want to go back and look at past recordings, you're not going to be able to do that unless you have the subscription. So do keep that in mind. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and install the doorbell right now, but because I already have my Vivint doorbell back here, by the way, just look how much bigger this one is. I don't know if you guys can see, but this thing is just beefy next to that one. But anyway, since I already have my doorbell right there, I'm gonna go ahead and just install it on my gate. So this is the view it's gonna get. It's still gonna get out to the street or anybody walking up to the door, but we are going to install it here on the gate because it is battery powered and can be put anywhere. All right, we've got a problem here, and that is, well, I have a problem here, and that is that I just set up the camera downstairs and it's not recording anything. I can't get a live view. I'm having so many problems with it. Let me actually show you guys what I'm looking at right now. All right, so there is my big fat head on the screen. That is from me putting it back onto the side gate that I just installed it on. But look, if I tap on the middle here to bring up a live view, now I've been having this problem since yesterday. I can't get a live view to come up. I'm not getting any live views. It just spins here forever. I even set my phone down, making sure it wouldn't go to sleep. And I came back probably 5-6 minutes later, and I'm still not getting a live view on this. So I have no idea what is going on with this thing. It has detected a couple of motion recordings. So if you look at the bottom of the screen, or if you look at the bottom of the picture, there's a little 0 down in the corner. That did say 2. So if I tap on that, this is me putting the camera or locking it back in. So it did record something. But if you look, it only recorded 1 second on the top clip and 2 seconds on the clip below that. So clipping on this one, that's all I got. I'm gonna cancel out of here, and if we look at yesterday, when I put it in, it recorded nothing. There were several times when we walked in front of the door or even took out the trash cans yesterday, and when we did that, this is the only thing it got right here. 1 second of my kid running through the side gate. That is it. So I'm having some major problems with this camera right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete everything, remove everything from the app here for this doorbell, get rid of it, and try to put it all back in and see if it syncs up and works. But I can tell you right now, this has been really frustrating trying to work with this camera, and so far is not boding well. All right, crisis averted. So I deleted the camera out of the app. I reinstalled everything, and now everything seems to be working fine. I'm gonna go ahead and click on the play button here so you guys can see just how long it takes for it to load up. That is one of the biggest problems with the Arlo system, is that it's really laggy and it takes forever to bring up live camera feeds. And if you're going back and looking at a feed of what's actually happening, it's probably anywhere from 10 to 12 seconds behind what is actually happening. So there's a live feed loaded up right there. Everything seems to be working good. We're gonna finish up our testing. I'm gonna show you guys the demos right now, and then we will go into the final thoughts of what I think about this camera. Whew. Well, package is delivered, and this is what the camera looks like during the day. I'm about 4 or 5 feet away from the camera. You can see the package all the way down here. Granted, this is a huge one. You can see above my head, so you're getting a lot of good view with this camera right here. This is also what the audio sounds like. Now that we've seen it during the daytime, let's take a look at what this shot looks like at night. All right, now that we have seen what the camera looks like during the daytime, this is what it looks like at night. We're still the same, about 6 feet away right now, maybe about 5. But this is what it looks and sounds like at nighttime. Now, if I were a normal person going to push this thing, this is about as far away as I would be with this camera. So this is what you want to push it? All right. All right, what do you guys think about the demos? Personally, I was a little underwhelmed by the demos. I thought they were a little fuzzy. They didn't look as good as I was expecting them to look, especially for this being a 1536 by 1536 aspect ratio. So I just thought they were okay. I did want to show you guys a few other features in the app though. So I have the app loaded up right here. We've got the doorbell. I'm going to bring up the settings. So here are the different settings of the camera. One thing I wanted to point out is silent mode. So if you do turn on silent mode, which is an option, it's going to silent any incoming calls and the chime that your doorbell is attached to. So if you do have an external chime with this thing, which Arlo does sell separately, it is going to silence both of those if you turn it on. Next thing that I wanted to bring up were video settings. So here are the different video settings. You can adjust the brightness of the screen, auto HDR, you've got night vision, and then your video qualities. So we've got the standard 720, 1080, and then we've got our 1536, which I guess would make this like a 1.5K camera. So not a 2K camera, but also not a 1080p camera. Backing out of there, we've also got the doorbell call, which you can see down here, call settings. So by default, the speaker is turned on and the microphone is muted. So when you do take a call, those are 2 things you're going to want to set up. Below that, we've also got leave your message. So if somebody pushes the doorbell, you don't answer in 20 seconds, they will have the option of leaving a message. I did test this out, but couldn't really seem to get it to work. It asked me if I wanted to leave a message to push the button again.
To leave a message, please press the doorbell again. Thank you.
I pushed it once, nothing happened. Pushed it 2, 3 other times and nothing happened. So I'm not really sure what to expect out of there. I did check to see if maybe it did record something and I just didn't realize it. I couldn't find any kind of recording in here, so I'm not really sure if that is working properly, but those are the features in the app. All right, so here are some of the problems I have with this camera and the Arlo system. First off, load times are really long, probably the longest out of any camera I have ever tested by far. I would say normal cameras are anywhere from 3 to 6 seconds. This one here, as you guys saw earlier, was 10 to 15 seconds just to load up a live view of what's going on. We also have issues of just there being really bad lag time. So even when you're watching something on your screen, you could be watching somebody at your front door with something going on, but the reality is that person's already taken off by the time you're looking at it on your phone. So that's another big problem with the Arlo system. We also saw that I was having some problems even getting the camera to work once I first got it set up and installed at my front door, but deleting it and reinstalling it did fix the issue. However, I have noticed some activity at the door that was actually not even picked up on the doorbell. It was picked up on the camera above it that was shooting down, but on the actual doorbell itself, it didn't pick up anything. So if that was something that was important, it did miss it. And we also have the topic of price. So this video doorbell comes in at $199 with an additional $50 for every add-on battery that you want to add. Now, if you're okay having a half a day or a day of downtime on your camera while you're charging up the battery, then you don't have to worry about that extra $50. But there are better, cheaper options out there. For one, I really like the Nest Cam. So the Nest Hello Cam is a really good camera. I've been using that one for a while. That is one that I really like. In addition to that, another camera that I really like is the Eufy doorbell cameras. So with Eufy, you don't have to pay any subscription fees. Everything is recorded locally to a hub that is in your house. And I've had great success with that one and would probably be my top pick. Also, them being probably the best price one out there. So out of everything that we have talked about in the video today, what are your thoughts on this camera? Is this something that you are looking to pick up, or are there other options out there that you like and would recommend? Leave it in the comments below. If you guys want to know more about the Arlo video doorbells or any other video doorbells, check out the link below to reviews.org. If you guys want to see more from me, check out my YouTube channel, Steve Does, where I do a lot of other cool tech reviews. If this video is helpful, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. I want to thank you guys for joining me here at reviews.org, and I will see you in the next video.